As families head to the pool this summer, the danger isn't just lurking in the water. Distracted parents on their phones can lead to drownings. One lifeguard association says parents are spending way too much time on their phones and not enough paying attention to their children, and that's a growing problem. Our next guest says 30 to 60 seconds underwater with no oxygen can cause irreversible brain damage. Joining us now is Dr. Susannah Hills, surgeon and assistant professor at Columbia University Medical Center. Thank you so much for making time to be with us this morning. And what I find so just interesting and also terrifying is that kids, it doesn't need to necessarily be, you know, the 3 feet of water, 5 feet of water that a child can drown in. It could be just mere inches, and that's really scary to think about. But what kinds of cases do you typically see as a result of children underwater for too long? I mentioned 30 to 60 seconds. That's irreversible brain damage, possibly.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's very scary, and it's something that parents and families need to be very aware of. Drowning is the leading cause of death apart from birth defects in children 4 years of age and under. So every summer we're seeing children with devastating brain damage or who have unfortunately died related to drowning events. And the good news here is that many of these events are preventable as long as people are aware and doing things to be safe around water.
And it is so easy, you know, as a parent to take your eyes off of your child, even for 2 seconds. The unthinkable, the unimaginable can happen in that amount of time. So what are, you know, the top 3 things that every parent should know when we're, you know, out at the pool or at the beach or our kids are around any body of water when it comes to drowning?
Yes. So the top 3 things I would say is that drowning can take place within seconds. And just as you said, 60 seconds or more of no oxygen to the brain results in irreversible damage. So it can happen quickly. Number 2, drowning events can often happen silently. A child may go underwater and not be able to come back up to make any noise. So if you're not watching, if you're not vigilant, then these events are much more likely to happen. And number 3 is to be really, really aware of just how distracting cell phones, electronics, and even reading a book are. When you think you're being vigilant and watching your child, if you have those other distractions, then it's just too easy for these events to occur.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even be a cell phone conversation. If you're just talking to another mom or another dad next to you, your partner even next to you, that's dangerous. If we can pull up that graphic that we just had up that had the list of things that you can do to prevent your child. So life jackets. I had a situation, and my nephew, he had a life jacket on, but he wasn't strong enough to necessarily lift himself up. He was face forward and he went down, so he was still floating. The life jacket was still doing its job, but he wasn't big enough or strong enough to kick himself back up. But because my sister-in-law thankfully was paying attention and watching, she was able to jump in and get him. But what should we know when it comes to life jackets? Because they all shouldn't be treated equal.
They are extremely important. They not only help your child float, but if you're in water, it's a good visual. So if you're not next to your child and they're at a distance, it makes them easier to identify. But just as you said, it doesn't necessarily keep your child's face or head out of water. So the key here is please don't have a false sense of security, especially if your child isn't a swimmer, if they don't know how to float, if they don't have that strength or those swimming skills to protect themselves. Don't have a false sense of security that those floaties or that life jacket is going to prevent a terrible accident from happening. You still need to be watching your child vigilantly. They cannot be unsupervised, even with a life jacket.
All right, all good points there. Dr. Susannah Hills, surgeon and assistant professor at Columbia University Medical Center. Thank you so much for your time and your insight and your tips. I appreciate it.
You bet.